Greg Abbott, welcome back to Meadow Lane. Is it a recognisable Meadow Lane for you?
Most of it is. The journey in was still as difficult, trying to get in and out of Nottingham, but no, the ground and the training ground, it's absolutely phenomenal what's happened in the short space of time that I've been away. I mean, it may be 2 or 3 years, but just where we're sat now, it's like it's a Premiership dressing room, and I've just been shown around by the manager, to what they've done behind the goal, transformed that into a really good working area with the weights and gym facilities and the rehab facilities and the fitness areas and changing rooms for the boys and places to eat. And then he's took up to the training ground, and I mean that is a training ground that a lot of Championship, even Premiership clubs would be be proud of. Pitches are unbelievable, a great base to work from, and a really good structure that behind the scenes people must have worked exceptionally hard to put in place. For Neil to try and get some success on the pitch, but if you can get it right, it's certainly going to be a good place to be.
So how did this all come about, Greg?
Good question. I was sort of happy busying myself, self-employed, helping clubs, doing some coaching, doing some recruitment work, acting as a consultant, things like that. I've been around quite a bit of time and knew a lot of people. I was quite comfortable with that, and when Neil rang, he asked me if I'd be interested, and I've a lot of time for Neil. I've never actually worked with him, but I've a lot of time for him when he was manager of Wimbledon. I think he's one of the game's good guys, one of the game's proper people, and I felt like I just wanted to go down and have a good chat with him and find out what it was like as a guy, and what the role would entail, and what he wanted me to do, and my contribution to the club. And when he showed me round and I seen the training ground and I heard him speak, I'd almost made my mind up there, and then we didn't even talk about contracts, anything like that. I just said, listen, let's have a go, see if we can get this club, up and out of this league and take them on to better things. I'm not coming to the end of a career, but I've had a long time in a career, and I wanted to go to the club with a real good chance. I think with what the club has prepared, and behind the scenes, I think it's a good place to be.
What do you make of the squad?
I think it's a good squad. I think if you looked at it on paper, you'd say it wouldn't look out of place in League One, but as we all know, and what's just happened at the end of the season, this is a ridiculously hard league to get out of. It's so competitive, one team automatic, a lot of travelling next season, an absolute build-up of games, one after the other, Saturday, Tuesday, I would think almost all the way into Christmas. So it won't be easy, but I think the facilities, the structure, the back support, and the squad on paper, it gives you an absolute chance of competing right at the top end of the table, which is, it's got to be everybody's aim, and that'll be the pressure on, I suppose, Neil and myself and the players to perform and make sure we get off to a good start and take the club forward.
What do you see? Obviously, you've been assistant manager at Notts County before, but what do you see as the key elements of your role?
I think just support the manager and support the players. I'd like to think I'm a people person. I get on well with people. I loved my time here before and made a lot of friends and really like the area. But I think my key now is to make sure everything Neil needs in terms of back support, I'm there to fill in and work round him and make sure he can focus solely on things he wants to deliver during the week. Anything he doesn't, I'll pick up on. I'd like to get her in and around the players and make sure morale's good. There's maybe going to be a 20-21 man squad where sometimes players aren't going to play, and you need to look after them and make sure they feel wanted. I say with the games, everybody's going to need to play their part, so everybody's got to be ready, everybody's got to be in high spirits and excited about the challenge, and we've all got to come together, and I hope that can help Neil bring the club even closer together than what he's done. A wonderful job, and he had a great assistant in Neil Cox, again a fantastic guy that I've got a lot of time for, and even just replacing him is sort of like my first aim, to make sure that people don't know he's not here anymore, which will be an aim for me, but to try and make a positive contribution to the playing squad and to Neil himself.
Yeah. Obviously, it would be remiss of us not to reflect on the Great Escape and the amazing achievement of you and Shaun Derry. How highly does that memory sort of rank in your football career?
It's right up there. Like I said, I really enjoyed Nottingham, the city itself, and to go to Oldham with the backing we had, and in the circumstances we went there, and we were absolutely against the odds. Was a wonderful time, and it's to see all the faces afterwards when Alan Sheehan equalised and we got the point and we'd heard the other results had gone our way. It Yeah, it was a great day for everybody connected with the club, you know, and you know, we felt we built on that as well, you know, going into the next season. I think we ended up around about 6th or 7th at Christmas time, and you know, I think we should have been allowed to make some footballing decisions at the time, which we think would have kicked us on forward. But listen, it goes a little bit pear-shaped. Listen, that happens in football. It is what it is. You move on, and but it was disappointing the way it all finished. But you know, I'm back now to hopefully get another crack at it in a place where I was quite fond of that, and hopefully people were quite fond of what I brought to the club at that time.
And what a fantastic time for you to join. You've got a full pre-season ahead of you, so obviously you know of many of the players, and I'm sure you've met many of them already, but you're now going to have that full build up to the season with the gaffer to establish your own role, but also to work with the players right the way through.
Yeah, I mean, I think last season we were a little bit behind, weren't we? It started off, it was hard work at the start of the season, and you know, it's a massive testament to Neil and Coxey that they got the team into the playoff final and missed out by such a small margin. But you know, I think this time round we've got almost the squad's almost there. It needs probably 1 or 2 little bits added to it, but it's there. Facilities are there. The training ground's in pristine condition. You know, I think everybody's got to be looking forward to the first day of pre-season. I always was, as a coach, as a player, as a manager. So we're all optimistic, you know, and then it's important you get off to a good start. But no, I can't wait for Monday. Got me new kit. Kitman said extra large, I said large. Kitman's right, I'm wrong. Hopefully by the end of pre-season I'll be in a large and the team are fit and we get off to a good start.
And I guess you just didn't expect to be having this challenge on your doorstep sort of a week or 2 ago.
No, absolutely not, you know, but I think it's my 40th consecutive year in the game, and I was probably taking a road that was a little bit easier, with less pressure, with less intensity to the week. But I think you miss the dressing room, you miss the result. You know, even when you get beat on a Saturday, I think you'd rather. I'm a bit careful how I word this. You'd rather get beat on a Saturday than not be part of something at all. You know, you need to be part of it. It's in your blood. You know, Christmas Day not preparing for a Boxing Day game is strange. You know what I mean? So, not being on a training ground pre-season is odd. So the few of the things that, and some of them not quite so good, are things you still miss. You know, so. I'm just pleased to be part of it. I'm grateful to Neil and the club for giving me, this opportunity, because it's a wonderful club, and we've got hopefully some good times to look forward to.
Great to see you back, Greg, and best of luck with the role.
Appreciate that, guys.